over there.
Oh my god.
I think we have just one timer, and then we'll just have to like take note of it. We do have a tenner came in. Thank you very much, HUD601. That says a tenner on Club 601 as the final name. But we can split that up into both of you if you want to get cracking right away with the run.
No, boss.
We have Miz as Club, and then Star is 601.
Let's go 601.
I like that. I think it works out. We do have two different timer thingies.
We're
Okay,
starting
cool.
on one and
Just the one to start, yeah? Bang on. Right.
Oh, actually, it's reversed on the thing, on the layout. So can you change your names over? So Club is on the left and 601's on the right. Because obviously this is looking that way.
Oh,
so.
yeah. I see. Thank you, boy.
Thanks so much indeed, HUD, for the tenner. It's very kind. Now, should I announce the little thing you guys have got going on?
feel free to read it out.
Okay, so obviously the brothers are a very competitive pair. Obviously, this is a race. Mizzow and Staratur have donated $25. Also adding loser pays plus $5 per minute time gap. So they have put down $25. The loser will pay that, and then an extra of $5 per minute between them. So we are double club, are we? Star, can you change your name to 601?
No, he's changing his name to 601.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Miz. Yeah, you change it. What the hell, dude?
601.
There we go.
Didn't say I was good at being a smart person.
It's all good. No worries, here we go. So thank you so much indeed. Let's get cracking whenever you're ready, really.
Okay, so that's name check. We're just going to swap this over to hardcore.
I'm double checking which day of the week it is.
Oh, God. Yeah, which day of the week is it?
Sunday.
On this computer. I hope it's Sunday on the computer.
It is. I have the correct time on my computer. The correct date on my computer.
This is important so they can get a bonus
This
day.
is very important. We will be getting lots less XP on the wrong day.
Am I able to check that really quickly?
Just press F11 and look in the corner.
Woo!
Never mind. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, thank you. That actually affects the run.
Wait, hold?
What? Sunday.
Never mind.
You'll forgive us. We've lost a day.
I was going to say, the faith your brother has in you just to have done that correctly. I love it. Okay.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Well, gentlemen, whenever you're ready.
You want to count us in, sir?
Oh, I can do it if you'd like.
Yo,
yeah?
RPS again? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah.
I'm pressing the button.
Right.
3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, gents.
We know how this will end.
Okay, this is Dissidia Final Fantasy. There are a couple of numbers on our screen. Look at the blue one, and then look at the HP bar. The blue one is our bravery. We generate bravery and reduce the opponent's bravery by hitting them with bravery attacks, and our bravery determines how much damage that we do with HP attacks. On the left, the orange bar that we have is our EX bar. We generate EX force by doing attacks, and it goes out into the air. And that noise that just happened, and it says EX score in play, means that there is an EX score, which gathers all of the EX and gives us an amount that just puts us into an enhanced state where basically everything scripts.
It's your character game's equivalent of like their super mode. So it's Limit Break for Cloud and Squall, it's Transfer. Terra and Zidane, Overbreak for...
It also means that after we do... Hold on, menu.
Oh.
I'm winning!
I did like that Interior Attire tutorial thing. You were pretty much synced the entire time. Now, I know it's not many fights, but the fact that you had everything literally down to, like...
This race will be incredibly close.
This race might genuinely come down to a factor of the game that is out of our control.
Yes, there are some coin flips later on. Which I really hope it doesn't come down to, except one very specific one that we'll get to in 55 minutes time. Right now we're doing we did a very quick tutorial section, we're now doing the prologue. In the tutorial we did a bravery attack into a HP attack called Rune Saber, but we were using a buffed version of Warrior of Light. Our version of Warrior of Light right now does not have it.
Yeah, for the first little 4 fights, they give you like basically a kind of mid-30s character. But now that we're actually in the game, it's back to being level 1 and having no options. But we're going to play this character for like 7 minutes.
Just for like a quick thing for people who maybe haven't seen Dissidia before as well, the kind of general narrative of this is that like the 2 gods, I think it's, I mean, depends on the Dissidia, it all changes, but like Chaos and Cosmos basically have like brought and the protagonists and antagonists of Final Fantasy in this game 1 to 10, all the way through to like a new world to do battle.
So. Just to clarify,
there's some RNG in this tutorial section.
Yeah. So
that item that we just battle gen the protect powder. The item itself is useless. Every mob that we're going to fight here has a 30% chance, I'm going to say. I don't have that number to hand, of dropping it. The item itself is useless to us, but it gives us access to the shop.
Yeah, so the game, for some reason, it has 2 prerequisites for entering the shop. One of them is, did you get a battle gen at any point? In which case it just goes, oh, you can just be in the shop now. Or if you never get one, it's you need to do 3 battles inside the character stories. So this basically just changes it from being able to get our gear and equipment ready right away versus having to wait until the end of the first floor.
It saves us a couple of attacks in the first floor of our character story. And it saves us the loading screen of a menu because we can do the shop whilst we're doing our ability menu. It's now at the point where personally I reset if I don't get a battle gen in this first section. And there's 4 fights in this first section that you can reasonably get a battle gen off of. So we were very, very excited that both of us got it on the first
fight.
Because this is RNG, and as much as this is a race, we want a fair fight.
There is 5 fights in the tutorial, but the final fight, it's a 1% drop. And if we get it, we will actually be equipping it. It's the only one that's valuable.
Yes.
It just gives us +1 strength, which for a very few fights in the game actually makes a difference, where we'd maybe drop the enemy to maybe only 1 to 2 bravery, and having that extra bit of attack would mean we get to do 1 less attack.
Did you explain the break system? Like you get a massive chunk of extra bravery by breaking an opponent. There's like a bravery counter that will like give you a bonus by when doing that. So breaking also guarantees critical hits as well.
No.
Oh,
hello, NT player. I'm just assuming that's an NT mechanic.
Oh, the extra bravery. Do you mean
the field bravery? Yes, but the crit mechanic wasn't in the original game. No, is that an NT thing?
I'm pretty sure you're doing yellow damage when you just broke him. Unless you just got a very strike.
Yellow damage here because we're in EX. So there's a number in the middle of our screen. Look at Miz, it's 267. When the opponent's bravery is reduced to 0, they get broken, and their bravery goes to us.
In these tutorial fights, there's just a full EX core in the middle, and we're immediately going into it just to boost our damage. Right. When you're in EX, your crit rate is heavily increased, and for some reason, they thought it was a good idea that critical hits in this game are a 5x multiplier. That got dramatically decreased with the following games.
Oh, unfortunate. These guys generally do nothing, which means that it's like we're very scripted in how we attack them.
The amount of resets I've done here, it's about a 5% chance for them to actually even try and attack you. Yeah. So that is so incredibly rare. But it's okay, Garland's just going to hit you into Oblivion and we'll be fine.
Yes, that's real. So yeah, those first 4 mobs were all Warrior of Light enemy PCs. Hence, the item that they dropped is a Protect Powder, the battle gen that we were talking about, and that gives us 1 defense. We don't plan on getting hit very often. But the next opponent is Garland, who the item he drops is a Strength Powder, and we'll take a Strength.
Like, we are getting items and accessories while going through this, but we're just not investing them in Warrior of Light, because as soon as we do this fight, we're never seeing them again.
We are not playing Warrior of Light. Picking up a Power Ring here. I mean, don't really have a choice on whether or not we pick it up. I am on some pace. On the final blow here, I'm looking at 7.
Light.
Wow. Timer has to be just a little touch off there because I think the fastest pace I've ever done it. And we both got Battle Gen, so we're both very happy.
Yep.
We're going to do a quick menu after some cutscenes here. Because we selected Sunday as our lucky day, we are going to be getting bonus experience, AP, PP, and Gil. Experience and Gil are the obvious ones. AP helps us master our abilities, and PP is what is used to buy these bonuses. So XP boost 2, 3, 4, PP boost. We'll be going back here later. Story mode. Hey, do you guys remember when we played FF9 and then didn't play Zidane? We're making up for it.
He's a good character.
We love Zidane here.
8 minutes, both of us in DO is not bad.
Zidane.
We're going to be doing a menu here. We are equipping an attack called Swift Attack 3 times, because when we master it, similar to the first 4 fights, we get to do a HP attack comboed straight out of it. We're then going to be going into the shop, selling the sword that we got. Sorry, equipping some accessories first. Selling the sword that we got, buying a knife and a hat. The knife increases the damage that we do, and the hat increases our initial bravery. This fight looks optional. It isn't. Oh, I'll get to that in a second. So the game board that we're playing on, things happen and are adjusted on it as pieces are defeated. So when a later piece is defeated, one of these 2 paths to the crystals will be blocked by...
A big thing about these boards is that the way they appear when you spawn in might not be the way that they are the whole time. Like, they kind of, like, mobs might spawn in, areas might open up, and we're just essentially... It's easier to run up and take this mob and double back than it is to do the mob in the bottom right corner. Because we would require, regardless of what way you do it, it's 3 fights to get off of this floor, so we might as well just take the easier one.
Yeah, so that top right tile disappeared as a condition of beating that mob in the top left. The treasure chest at the top of the map, funnily enough, was also a knife, which is what we got in the shop. But at the top left and top middle, you can see destiny points and level bonus. Each time you move off of this home tile, it gets placed whenever you take an action on a tile, you lose 1 destiny point. We can get them as a condition of doing things in fights. So for example, on this Onion Knight fight, I believe it is the point in time at which you break him. There, the timer locked in at 467. So if we broke him in less than 10 seconds, we'll get an extra destiny point.
I love getting the battle gen on that fight.
Yeah, the battle gen. I got double experience on that fight.
Nice, well done.
You got 1400 and I got 28. That is purely RNG. However, there are some fights. At the beginning of the run, we selected our name, we selected it as a Sunday for our bonus day, and we selected that our chocobo play plan is on as hardcore. Sorry. Each fight, there's a counter incrementing, and at certain fight values, we are getting bonus experience. So, for example, this next fight is our 9th fight, and we're going to get triple experience on it.
Basically, the hardcore play plan is the only one of the initial 3 that actually has the 5x multiplier on it.
We are going to be abusing
yeah.
We are abusing it.
We're going, once we get out of the 4th floor, we are going to go from level 8 to level
73. 73.
Pretty much, yep. In a couple of minutes.
Today's victim.
I messed up, but it's fine.
You're fine.
The DP reward in this fight was to hit a critical hit. Oh!
You saw that, right?
I didn't see it, but I see it now. Are you okay?
No.
No, you're going to need to adjust. You should wall rush Warrior of Light TO3. So whether or not we get Destiny points in that fight is dependent on whether or not we crit the opponent within the first 10 seconds. After pressing a HP attack, your bravery is reduced to 0. It then recuperates back to its baseline value. However, obviously at that point when you're at 0 bravery, you're not broken, you're literally sitting on the value 0. At that point,
I get to unironically say that I've never seen that before.
yeah, at that point, it's very risky to go on the offensive, so the game rewards you for it by guaranteeing you crits up until your baseline bravery value. Doing a quick menu equipping the ability, we just equipped Tempest. This boss fight is rough, so we're reducing its HP by 20% with one of our board skills, and I am being quiet for a moment. This is an incredibly difficult fight that can really mess with you. I got missed with it. Oh, no, it's fine. I used EX at a specific point in time to block the projectile that he countered with. He then got me, though.
One of us is not serious enough.
Please, Kefka. We're looking to go into chase mode here and slam Kefka into a wall. This worked. Okay, we're fine. This is an EX burst. We could have made that go longer, but Kefka is already only on 1 HP anyway.
And for the final touch,
I can't stress that is, even though we're only 30 minutes in, that might be the hardest fight in the whole run. In terms of
level 5 at the end of Kefka.
The catch-up is real, though. That was very smooth on your end there, Miz.
Yeah, this is a very...
Kefka trolling a bit for style.
Kefka's AI is very unpredictable. I got very lucky that my EX was timed in a way that when you go into EX, if you remember the old Dragon Ball when Goku used to do like the push out of just aura around him, like the old Dragon Ball counters. You go into EX, you like block, you cancel people's combos, and you reflect
projectiles.
Projectiles, yes. So that was reflected back onto him, but he then did do a little bit of trolling because his position wasn't quite right. Speaking of another trolly fight, Miz is going to need to do this fight a little differently from me because his Destiny points got messed with earlier when he wasn't able to land a crit on Bart, so he's going to try and slam Warrior of Light into a wall. Is he not?
I got this, don't worry.
I don't know what Miz is cooking. Because we now have Tempest, we are able to loop quite easily most of the cast by casting the first part of Tempest and then doing a neutral in-place dodge and casting it again. Both Tempest and the attack that you saw at the start, Swift attack, have 2 parts to them, so you can cancel them after the first couple hits, and both of them cancel out by pressing dodge into free energy very nicely. I dropped an input. This is going incredibly poorly. Miz is making time back. I got a very poor spawn, dropped an input, and then kind of got trolled. Miz is now in the lead. This fight is my absolute nemesis.
Zidane is one of those characters that he values lots of smaller hits, which is kind of a good and a bad thing, depending, because obviously each individual attack is your attack into the opponent's defense, versus like, you know, a character like Cloud or Garland that are just lots of big guard breaking hits. But what it allows us to do is, in a combination of Zidane's speed and him having arguably the best HP attack in the game and free energy, we get to essentially try and trap people in certain corners on certain stages. Oh, and hey, I got the good one.
Oh, you're going to take a lead. I really hope at this point the PB messes with you. We pick up a summon here.
Woo!
Alexander. Yeah, we'll pick that. Pick up a summon here called Alexander. Give me a moment.
I got the good spawn, he dashed at me, and then he just told me no.
He dodged? Oh my god.
So you start off with the 10 kind of hero characters. This game came out in 2008, so it really only ran from... Where am I going? That's a summon. Thank you.
Making strats on the fly.
Strats on the fly. I was
Strats on
like...
the fly. Squall mess with both of us.
So it focuses on the characters through 1 to 10. So you can go through the entire game with whatever Final Fantasy character is your favorite. They all have very, very unique playstyles. And I'm just gonna do this real quick. Garland can break out of our loops. We just need to be trying very tight with the input timings here. Okay. Oh, no, we're doing strats on the fly again.
Bravery Break means that you get Alexander, the version of him that we have, activates automatically when you get a Bravery Break. And
Woo!
Which means that when you press a HP attack, it doesn't then go to 0 again.
Today is just strats on the fly, apparently.
Strats on the fly, baby. Kefka messed with us, Kuja messed with me, Squall messed with us, Garland.
I messed with Garland. That was entirely my own fault.
He messed with me on the last one. I don't believe it.
That's a retry.
Oh, that's very unfortunate.
Even though the Tempest combo is relatively safe on most, especially early game mobs in the game, but the boss fights and some high tier pieces later on, they can just tell you, nah, I don't want to be here anymore, and just leave.
Bad decision may have been made by me.
No, that's good. That's good for the energy distancing.
Getting hit now doesn't really matter beyond the time loss of just actually getting hit because our bravery is frozen when we pop Alexander.
Yeah, so that red crystal we got in the previous one is Alexander. So this is the automatic version. Summons come in 2 varieties, automatic and manual. There's benefits to both. You get more charges of the summon and it recharges faster if it's automatic, but you have less control over it. Alexander's entire gimmick is that when you bravery break your opponent, he locks in your bravery, which means it can't deplete, but it also can't increase. But as my good friend Boy here knows all about that, that means that you just get to HP attack and you still have your bravery left over. Is it funny seeing this game after so many years?
I mean, yeah, I mean, because I played all the Dissidia games. As I've chatted with these gents, I am an NT player, so I've spent way too many hours competing in that game. And it's really interesting seeing like how many of the mechanics are still in it, and how many of the mechanics have been like shaped and changed. Like this whole mechanic of bravery sticking is like a thing that Varn has, because he has Dreadnought that allows him just to hold on to his bravery and doesn't lose it, which is really annoying in that game.
Unfortunately, he's not in this game. He actually came in Dual Death.
Yeah, he was good. I think it was Varn, Shantotto, and Lightning, and then Tifa, I think, wasn't it?
Shantotto was in this game. It was Van, Lightning, Yuna.
Yeah. And Tifa, I'm pretty sure.
Tifa, Laguna.
Yeah.
Someone else.
Prish from... Is that how you say it? Prish?
Yeah, someone
Prish, yeah.
else, Prish, and Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh.
I'm forgetting someone.
Yeah, the 12th character for this game was Gabran.
Kane.
Kane from 4. We always forget Kane. Yeah, so you get the hero and the villain character from 1 through 10, and then they brought in Shantato from 11 and Gabran from 12, almost as a kind of unique pair, but you don't get to unlock them until much later on in the game. Okay.
Remember, I mean,
the game's gonna die for a second.
You're welcome for this pick.
Yeah. So a few people found out that if you soft reset the game at certain times, we can manipulate a few factors. We're doing 2 of them right now, so it's faster to soft reset out of the game here and go back in than it is to skip through all the cutscenes, go into DO5 or the 5th floor, and then exit out. And then we're going to abuse this mechanic thoroughly in a second. Oh, I'm at 590. So
that's fine. That's fine. You're
good on PP.
You're super fine.
Oh. So now we're going to do a little manipulation, AI manipulation to gain a lot of EXP at once here. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you really want the... We're so tight on EXP now that we need the wall rush.
So, as we maybe saw when we were doing chase, speaking of which, we still explain chase. when you slam an opponent into the wall with an attack, either a HP or bravery attack, they take 50% increased damage. We need to hit exactly level 30. It is so tight.
Yeah, even though I was getting the tech correct, we have to reset out because I never got the extra EXP from the what we would call wall rush. I did not have any bonuses there.
You're only level 11.
Equip swift attack.
Yes.
I've not done that.
I'm 70, so I'm fine. So we equip swift attack here because we need a very specific amount of PP by a very specific amount of time. We're looking for 160, and by the point in time that we need it, by equipping, what am I doing?
I'm just gonna take a bit of a time loss here and get a wee bit more EXP. Because the fact that I only got level 11 means that I am missing some from somewhere. Hey, 15. Okay, so the next fight we should get to level 30. Equip swift attack, do the thing. I'm so bad at forgetting this.
Apologies, these fights are, with AI manipulation and the fact that they're so much higher level than us, they are incredibly.
Yeah, so we're going up against level 45 opponents right now on maximum gear, like they're on vicious AI.
Max AI is level
our positioning and movement is manipulating them into doing their ranged attack. I'm just going to reset that. Which we can perfect block to hit them with their own attack.
Got him. So I should hit level 15 here. Okay, and then as you can see with the ridiculous amount of XP MrMizzow just gained.
Also, Alexander's back, so we're going to abuse this as well to completely destroy this fight.
Yeah, we are on a 5x experience fight right now.
He is not coming down to play.
Nice. Be nice, be nice.
Oh, be nice to me, come on.
He's nice.
Oh, okay, we're good. We do need to do this 2 more times, though, and we're going to do... people might have saw it on my side there because I went into the menu that this is the 5 times on our route, so we're going to save, let the game save. On this menu, we're going to reset. So your play plan doesn't update until you go in, you accept the next menu. So we've gained our experience, soft reset the game, so the game still thinks we're on the 5 times experience. So we're going to do this a couple more times just to hyper boost our level after we go into the PP catalog. Haha, funny. To get plus 40, 50, and 60.
I almost mashed through.
Please do not do that.
I literally almost. If we press X on that screen, we throw the run.
Yeah, the run
is over.
It's a reset. You can't do anything about it. So 2 more times. That should get us about 50. Oh, go on.
I was going to say, do you want to wait until the grind's over for donations?
We have 2 fights.
Okay. Crack on.
It's a reset, and it's not like you reset the game and you're fine. It's completely reset the run because your save file is over.
Yeah. This game does have his autosave in, which actually we keep on to help. So if the game ever saves you in a state that you can no longer work with, then it's pretty GG at that point. So I believe I went to 54 there. So 57. We're going to do this 1 more time. 57, thank you. Somebody was actually reading.
It's fixed. Our XP at this point is completely fixed.
Yeah, I'm forgetting that I fixed it on the second fight because I was low for some reason. I can't wait to look this back and see what happened.
The gear that Furion has equipped, especially in the early fights, does have some variance. So sometimes he has gear equipped that reduces the amount of damage he takes from being wall rushed, which, considering experience is based off of the amount of damage that we deal with a whole bunch of multipliers applied, that can really mess with you, because if you hit level 29 instead of level 30, you don't get to,
Okay, and now we're back into Destiny Odyssey.
Oh, catching up.
But we left at level 8 and we're going to return at level 73, and now we're going to use this massive power boost to run through the rest of the game. And then what happened is, so Leo, so this run was ESA Summer. Leo went away back home, while I was still at the event, he found the EXP, the soft reset for the EXP tech. Then I came home, Star got into the game, and as politely as I can put it, he got lost.
Yeah, we
in
literally
the game
lost it.
while we were watching, just kind of casually, and we looked at it and went, wait a minute, that's faster.
And we ready. Boy, let's grab some donations.
Yeah, sure. I can crack one out right here. Isa107 with $25 says, "Hey guys, I'm here with my girlfriend's dog's villain's second in command. I have a 200-word essay due tomorrow, so I'm here watching this event."
Let's go.
ESA Plum. Thank you very much, Isa.
On this game. You could do a 200-word essay on this game if you wanted.
Please write a 200-word essay on why the people at home should donate to Make-A-Wish International.
What a silly enemy.
Yeah. So it's and then there's a second part to that story there. So Star came in and got lost. And we looked at that and went, oh wait, we can route around this. So Star and myself put a lot of work since then to kind of route out as much as possible. And then it got to the point of where, wait a minute, we're so high leveled, can't we save even more time by fighting harder mobs? So we started having to work out, was it faster to do 2 easy mobs or 1 hard mob that could potentially waste a lot of time?
I feel like there's some information missing here. When you say he got lost, what do you mean?
He tried to just do an ad hoc speedrun without a timer just to get used to the game.
Right.
Got to a screen. Me and Leo weren't fully paying attention because we were just in Discord kind of chilling. And then he goes, somewhere along the lines of, I'm not sure where I am. I'll fight this guy anyway.
This time being...
And then once he got out of the fight, Leo and I kind of went, wait a minute, that'll be faster now. Because it
reduces the number of fights that you need to open the gate.
Yeah.
Opening a treasure chest here with a Rosetta Stone. A Rosetta Stone is an incredibly powerful synth item that you can trade to increase the number of accessory slots that you have. So we're going to sell it for 5,000.
So is that, you got lost, was it here or was it?
No, it was actually in the next part of the game that I'm about to go into.
Right, okay, sure.
Called Shade Impulse. He got lost on a very specific floor where you normally took 5 fights to get through it, but the reroute, courtesy of Star getting lost, is it cut 5 down to 3. And that's a lot of loading screens.
Yeah.
That just saves so much time. So then it kind of just became this 3-man objective of, where else does this work now?
That's okay for Kuja. Kuja can really mess with you. Kuja has a summon that you saw as soon as he pressed it. I just pressed retry. Kuja has a summon that just makes your bravery his bravery.
His bravery.
At which point, this fight becomes ridiculous. This fight was...
Yeah, so the final fight of Zidane's story was actually a consequence of us getting so powerful.
PP.
You are right.
You're welcome.
You are...
AP and Gil. If we don't buy that AP, we don't get the abilities we need at the point in time that we need.
This game's very difficult to commentate while you're running it.
Yes.
God bless. We went to SGDQ...
UKSG.
What did I say?
Bad word.
SGDQ. I think
I'm so out of it right now, man.
We did in fact not go to
UKSG. It's the S and the G that got me. We went to UKSG Blue, which is actually in our home city, so we really don't have an excuse to go there every single time. God bless Argic and the gang for putting that on.
Hello, Argic.
I hope he's in chat. We can't see chat.
We can't see chat because we have to set
So
up.
hello if you're there. Hello everybody at Scotland. Where I did a run and Star did... where am I going? What am I doing? And Star came in and delightfully did a commentary for the whole run. And honestly, I think that's my favourite speedrun ever. It was such a vibe. But the difference is now, he's actually playing the game, so it's very difficult to have full commentary.
Yes. There is a lot of points out of combat in this game, but when you are in combat, things are very, very fast and go wrong very, very fast. The start of fights are a lot easier. Also, we should explain bravery bonus because we are now just killing everything. When you are a higher level than an opponent, based on how large the gap is, your initial bravery is increased, and it is not linear. The higher level you are, the greater the increase for each level is.
It's exponential in that way.
Yes. So, since we are level mid-70s, 30 minutes into a Final Fantasy game, everything around us kind of just dies.
Everything around us is about, what, level 8, 10? There's a boss fight in this next floor. He's level 15. Just to kind of put that into perspective. But to be fair, the game doesn't really intend you to come here until you've at least done a few character stories and probably leveled up a little bit. You know, just kind of played casually, leveled up a bit. If you walked in here casually at level
that treasure
8...
chest. Keep a note of that treasure chest.
Oh, yeah. You would get absolutely fried off of everything in here.
Okay, so that treasure chest contains an item called the Valor Incense that we used to pick up. If you go watch the ESA run, they pick it up. But again, with me getting lost, every now and then, I say incredibly, incredibly dumb things that are beyond ridiculous. And sometimes I'm right.
Sometimes he is right, yes.
Sometimes I am right. That item is an accessory called the Valor Incense that increases your initial bravery by 100%. It doubles it.
We used to use this on the final boss because we got so high a level, our bravery was higher than his HP and we could instantly kill him with 3 energy. The problem is, and full credit to this, aren't we spending a lot of time both picking up the chest and then opening the menu later? Because it's so late in the game, you get so many pop-ups. It was like, what, 28 seconds just to grab and equip it?
It was 7 seconds of like opening a treasure chest and all of the animations related. And then literally 20 seconds. Sorry, that guy can be a little annoying.
Good stuff.
20 seconds of just pressing X on menus disappearing, just pop-ups to equip it before the boss. So I went, what if we just kill the boss?
What if we just kill the boss? I
didn't even initially root this in on today. I rooted this in on Onion Night. I didn't bring the Onion Night out.
It is worth mentioning that the one thing we always say anytime this run gets placed is that there's 10 hero characters from 1 through 10. You can come and do this with anyone that you want. We've had Firian runners from 2. We've had we've had Squall, Tidus, Cloud runners. Star came in and his first character was actually Onion Knight from 3. I just, unironically, when I joined the game, I just played Zidane because 9's my favourite. Some people here might know that.
If you are here at any point.
If you were here at any point, yes.
On Friday or Saturday. There's no way I messed this up twice.
My brain still thinks it's Saturday because I've only slept once, I'm not going to lie.
My brain thinks it's Sunday because we had to set the day to Sunday after I checked on 3 separate devices that it's a Sunday. I'm not joking.
I'm having so much fun right now.
Thank God. I've never messed that up twice in a row. That was horrendous from me.
Are you clowning the clown?
Yes. That Kefka fight is supposed to be the one that's ridiculously easy.
Where were we with that story there? Oh yeah, so...
Where were we? I was getting an
Zidane was my character, and it just so happened that over time we found out, oh no, he's actually the fastest in the game. But anybody can come play the game, just be like, hey, I just want to play Cecil from 4? What am I doing? Or I want to play Barks or Butts from 5? You're our FF5 guy.
Hello, Final Fantasy 5, gentlemen.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it is Bart, but like, yeah, an early fan translation translated it as Barts. Yes.
Is that like an old game FAQ guide?
No, it was the original English patch, the English ROM, like English translation patch.
Do your menu, don't forget a thing. Literally on the last. Wait, you at the right point? Yes, you are. Next battle 5x6. We literally mastered Swift Attack and got Neo Twister in the fight before this fight. And we're here because this fight that Miz is about to do is a legendary fight, which is what we're talking about with these harder difficulties. You don't have enough for Berry. Buy Tiara, buy Tiara, buy Tiara.
That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I'm cooking.
Hey, you lose your time, bro. I'm blessed. Lose more, please.
He's being so bad to me right now.
I was happy when we got Battle Gen, but this is all you. I'm telling you.
Yeah, so all of the power and menus that we've been doing up to this point now kind of sets us up. That's our last menu of the run now. We've managed to cut everything back to make it.
Oh, I am broke.
Oh, you are very broke.
I am broke. Yeah, so much for always have so much for the run you supposedly had a berry without selling.
Okay, so the way that we've been routing our AP for Swift Attack now means that we now have its bravery to HP combo ability called Neo Twister. And the way we've routed Gil, AP, the big boost from getting our EXP and that, we've managed to tighten it back that this is the last menu of the run, which is very important because when the later on in the game you go, the more menus you go into, you get so many pop-ups from getting items and shop upgrades and stuff. It just wastes so much time. So, blessedly, this is kind of a hard point where we go, is it more valuable to just be weaker or and save the menu time, or waste the menu time and be stronger? And the big talk before about the Valor Incense was a big part of that. So this is us until the rest of the game. We just need to take what we got.
Sure, I'll take you on.
This was another fight that I rooted in, by the way.
Which one?
Ultimisha. Because I did that in the Onion Knight route.
Yeah, so very fun thing about this fight is that years ago, when I first joined this game, we didn't have the EXP tech. Ultimisha was a fight in that route because she was ridiculously hard. It was an awful fight. There's some old PB videos out there with it on it. Horrible fight. But we just needed it for the EXP so we could get to the final boss. That got completely taken out with defeating EXP. Broken. And then again, it was this case of we're so powerful now, we can root her back in. And there's something just so satisfying about it of how many runs that I lost to her going so bad. Like, she was a 2.5 to 3 minute fight. It was so bad. And now it's just, she's gone.
I would note, by the way, when we talk about EXP tech, we're not talking, in this case, we're talking about it being so that we're not talking about... What on earth? We're not... Okay, sometimes Zidane just, like, breaks his neck to make sure the free energy lands, and I love him for it. We're not talking about soft resetting. We're talking about going against very high-level Fiends and reflecting their straight arrow. Like, sometimes you just used to do this run in, like, the early teens of levels. And actually get a relevant amount of experience.
Okay, to give you a comparison, the floor that I'm on right now, there's a part in... I used a spreadsheet for this because it was all tables. The notes back then were... like on any of these fights, you would get level 22 and then do a shop. We're level 73. We're over 50 levels higher.
Sure, I'll take you on.
You're level 73 more than 10 minutes ago.
Too slow.
Where's this cloud going? The next fight isn't... No, this isn't the Sephiroth piece I'm thinking of.
No, that's 3-1.
That's 3-1.
Easy peasy.
You can tell I'm just vibing. I'm like, where am I right now?
You can tell
the autopilot is hard right now. We actually used to take the golden piece here. Again, we would line it up on some EXP, but don't need to do that anymore. It's so good.
You'll be sorry.
We literally only do that Ultimisha piece that we were speaking about because it's faster board movement and a little bit of bonus experience can change like one level breakpoint, which can change like one bonus roll, one damage roll on like the harder fights that I rooted in after getting lost.
Yeah. There's also like some fights right before the end of the game where a single level can be the difference of you starting the fight with enough bravery to one-shot a mob or having to then go and try and put them into a combo. And of course it's Sephiroth just because it doesn't matter what game he's in, he has to be a pain in the bum.
I hate Sephiroth in Dissidia. Really badly.
That range, he's so fast with so much range.
He hits like a truck in this game.
Menace!
He's never not been good. It's really annoying. Well, everyone says he sucks in NT because of like slow, but like he has this thing called just dash cancel. But like if you press like cross after you land a bravery at the perfect time, he like insta dashes out, so you can't even punish him if you whiff. Or like if you're trying to punish him attacking your opponent, your teammate, you can't. He'll just get away.
Sure, I'll take you.
Not whiff, but you have to hit. But yeah. I think
For
one
some reason
thing
I thought I was on the other Warrior of Light piece, so the moment I got hit...
To be fair, I looked at you and panicked.
I thought I was on the later one and just went, oh, he's hit me, this is over, forgetting that he's the golden piece with 1 HP.
Yeah, for some reason we thought, based on the map and the piece, that Miz was on a fight that's in 15 minutes time. I would also like to note with like, we know basically exactly when fights are timer-wise, because look at how close this is. You're a fight away.
It's shocking that the route is so tight now that Star and I are basically at the point of we're nearly just going to be trading records at this point. There's more of a chance that the game will set us apart than our actual selves. It's incredible. I should probably explain this as we're getting there, but so we're in what's called Shade Impulse 1 right now. There's 4 of them. The first 3 have 5 floors. The 4th one has 2 floors where the final boss is. When we finish this boss fight here, we're now going on what we just like to call we're starting the coin flips part of the game, where we're 42 minutes in, you could play perfectly up to this point, and the game can just say, you don't get to PB right now.
There's runs that I have where I've XP Shade Impulse 1 within 20 seconds of PB. Played Shade Impulse 2 perfectly. There was nothing that I could have done on my end, and left Shade Impulse 2 4 minutes behind.
Star has been on several attempts in the last couple of weeks that would record if he didn't just get negatively coin flipped off of the video game. When we go into Shade Impulse 2, winning Shade Impulse 1 here is unlocking a board ability called Invisible, but it shares the same slot as Scan. And when you go into Shade Impulse 2, it's about a 35-second reset if you don't get it.
Did you get good X-Death?
Yeah, I did not get one.
So that building that was just in the cutscene, this stage has a random element to it. There can be nothing. There can be 4 buildings, or there can be a big building. If there's a big building, I'm mad. Okay,
you got
nothing.
Ooh. Okay, so if I get Scan here, I need to just reset the entire story mode until I get it, because the amount of extra fights that you would take by not having it
Can we get
is
some Gooseberts?
like 8 minutes.
You want some Gooseberts for good RNG?
Yo, come on.
We want both of us to get invis.
Do it. One.
Let's
I'm
go!
in. We're in!
Let's go!
Lagging. Yeah, so Invisible's entire gimmick is, you might have noticed up to this point, that anytime we beat a fight, spawn back into the map, and there's another fight nearby.
Please,
thank you, Cecil. It automatically chains us into it. Invisible is now the board ability that just stops you from doing that. So I'm going to come out of this fight. Usually I would chain into the mob on my left, but I'm not going to anymore.
Please get some Gooseberts.
The layout of Shade Impulse 2 has so many of those encounters that you would just have to flee from, that it's an 8-minute time waste to go around for it. You would have to reset this board 9 times to make it even.
Which, in practice, I did.
Yeah, we've both had practice runs recently where that has happened.
1 in 512 odds.
I think I had an 8 reset, you had a 7 reset one. And it's just like, you can't, there's no skill related to it. It's just every time you re-enter the story, it just rolls the 50-50. Once we get to Shade Impulse 4, another ability comes into play called Jump, and we really want that ability, and it becomes a 1 in 3.
Please. Okay.
Okay, 1 reset is not the worst, but it's not, we're not happy about it either.
We'd rather just the coins land on heads, but since this is a race format, maybe it can be balanced out later, because there are some more coin flips, but
fortunately,
man, it hurts to be right there and just lose time to a coin flip. But
SI3 and SI4 though can change that very quickly.
I have hooked a strat that has been performed 1 time in a run that could save it.
Fortunately, we do not. What am I doing right now? You don't require Invisible for the Shade Impulse 3, but it does objectively make it faster. It's just not worth resetting for it.
I would note that previously, before I got lost, we effectively did require it. It was a roughly 2-minute time loss.
It was 140 exactly.
Yeah.
Time loss just from fleeing from other fights, but it wasn't worth the 40-second resets to go get it.
Yeah.
Woo! Got the thing.
But
this fight is a big troll. He has a summon that goes off practically immediately into the fight. That's just Odin's Zantensuken, and it's just a raw 50-50 chance if he breaks you or not. If he does, we can stay in the fight and we can work with it.
You got good spawn on that.
But it's better if you just get 2 out of 3 of the spawns. If you're fast enough with your free energy, you can catch him before he gets a chance to summon it.
I actually like kind of talked about this exact piece during an earlier run in the marathon, where we were talking about like things that only happen in speedruns because of how often we see them, and things that happen like at the exact same time on the exact same frame, but the ordering of them happens. There was a time where I got hit by Zantetsuken, which should reduce my bravery to 0, as I was casting free energy. And the timer stops whilst the summon goes off, so it was 8.93 seconds remaining on the timer. I got bad RNG. Okay, so I'm waiting. Okay, I have a backup strat.
Yeah, so you get in
Oh, yes! We're good, we're good, we're good.
You get in close here. It's on Starstream right now, where on that spawn, you don't queue the free energy. You wait for the summon to go off, and if he gets you, instead of free energying, you go into an attack, and you just giga crit him into Oblivion.
Yes,
I know what I've not done.
That is also only possible on the new route, because by this point, you normally did not have Mio Twister. So, like, as soon as I saw the summon there, I actually waited, because I could have... When I saw the spawn, I waited on casting the free energy, because I wasn't sure whether Zantetsuken was going to hit. And if it didn't hit, I would want to cast free energy. And if it did hit, I would want to cast Swift Attack and then Mio Twister.
So very quickly, this is the screen Star got lost on, and it resulted in us going from 5 fights to 3. So thank you for that time.
You're welcome,
brother.
Also, this is why we need Invisible. You kind of skipped over this. All of these question marks are enemies that, how do I put this? They're all like Pokemon trainers that look at you. If you walk past them, they just all fight you, and then all chain into the other one.
You saved 6 fights on this screen alone.
Boy.
Yes.
Oh, you have a paragraph.
I do. I'm just waiting for a moment because I know that you guys are focusing. So.
Yes, apologies.
Because I think because this screen is the one that changed, I'm curious.
Right. So I got the good spawn here. This Ultimecia, because of the stage bravery, kind of goes all over the place on this fight. So because I got the good spawn, I managed to block her, and that puts her basically into a riposte state where I'm now just guaranteed to crit her, which allows us to get that fight finished in 1. Yeah, that's just the way I do it. You can do it your own way. In 1 attack, and I am miserably bad at getting around this board.
Okay.
You'll be sorry.
I do have a big donation if there's time.
Oh, you
I
want?
say a big donation.
Plenty one.
Yeah. Is there time?
I think we could both be quiet.
I can do Ultimecia.
Okay. ISA 107 earlier, so he was saying he was doing an essay, and you said, "Oh, you could write an essay on this game."
Oh my
$30 donation. Well, you asked for it. 200-word essay plus, give or take, 10% word count. You say joke, I say challenge. I think people should donate to ESA Marathon's current event, ESA Legends, because the money will go to Make-A-Wish Foundation, which works to create life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses. Make-A-Wish Foundation's website, 2023. ESA Legends is a speedrun event primarily based around role-playing games like various Final Fantasy games, Shin Megami Tensei, and some cool indie titles known as Romancing Saga and Parasite Eve. The Make-A-Wish Foundation is a non-profit charity organization that was founded in 1981 after a child named Christopher Gracius, a 7-year-old boy battling leukemia, had one wish before he passed away in 1980. To be a police officer. His community in Phoenix, Arizona got together and fulfilled his wish, which gave Linda Pauling and Tommy Austin the idea to make an organization that would give children battling terminal illnesses their wish in 1993. Make-A-Wish Foundation International was formed to serve in countries outside of the US, and this is the branch ESA Legends is supporting with this event. If you also wish to support this foundation and help the children fulfill their wishes, you can donate to ESA Legends.
Easy peasy.
I would say that is a...
I'm so great. That was so good.
Ironically enough,
I'd give that a first.
Ironically enough, ISA is a legend for writing that.
No, thank you so much indeed, yes. They have been working very hard to support people suffering with critical illnesses. It's very, very good and very needed work. So,
yes.
Thank you so much indeed for your 200-word essay.
I'm both grateful for that donation, but also I learned.
Yeah.
I have lore now because of that. That was so good. Thank you.
This was another fight that I rooted in. Again, getting lost changes the route every now and then.
Yeah, this was the second time we got lost, and we were like, oh, wait a minute.
This saves a fight and gives you a potion so that you get EX for the boss fight of this one.
This is we were actually talking about during your run, boy, about the whole people coming into speedrun both from a new and experienced kind of frame of mind. We, like the Dissidia community, could not be more grateful to the work that Star's put in since he's arrived, because it took a fresh set of eyes at the game after all the tech had been found to
question things, because
yeah,
that is really important. I mean, I've run a game since what 2013 called Final Fantasy Adventure, and the 80% was, you know, never going to hit sub 30 with the old route, but then no one was looking at it. We were just optimizing the old route. And then a guy called Dagmore came along and brought out a new route, and I was like, we can sub 30 with that. So I got a sub 30, and then he rerouted it again, and now it's like looking at 27, 25 minutes, and it's like, wouldn't happen if some other guy came in, looked at it, and went, is that all we can do, or can we do more?
I remember, I think it was 2018 I got into this game, and that was the first thing that happened. It was like, I was the fresh set of eyes at that time, and completely rerouted it. And then Leonis07, lovely Frenchman, that ESA summer with me, he was actually the one that kind of got me into it, because all I'd done at that point was kind of, I played PvP a little bit in my younger years, when I was good at it.
We're rolling some dice here for skills on Mizzow's stream.
But where was I going with that there? Yeah, so it was simple. Even though Star got lost, we took a look at that as the veterans and went, oh, we can just do fights faster now. Or sorry, before Star got lost, we can just do fights faster now because we're so powerful. And then it took a new set of eyes to just go, why do that when you could just go faster?
To be fair, there are many sets of eyes on this planet, and I don't think any of them are as finely tuned as mine for questioning things that Mizzow is doing.
Thank you. Also, I got the thing.
What did you get?
And Macer Eye Invisible.
You got, oh my god, man, gonna get scan in SI4 already? So there's two skills that we roll in SI3, Temblor and Macer Eye, and Invisible Scan. We've explained Invisible Scan.
You want to take the next one?
Temblor, Macer Eye. Macer Eye does 20% to one target, whereas Temblor does 10% to the entire floor.
Which target would you want to Macer Eye?
You're going to want to Macer Eye the Warrior of Light piece in SI3 too, which is...
You still do that piece even with your funky new strategy?
Yes, which, if I get Invis...
This is the Sephiroth piece I was talking about earlier.
If I get Invis and you don't flop... if I get Invis and you don't flop Warrior of Light, I need to do it.
This Sephiroth piece is about as close as to you're up against another human you get at this point, because he just like perfect blocks you, goes into his he perfect like EX cancels you and just kind of goes ham. So you kind of need to play it less like an AI and more like, what would a human do in this situation?
Oh, come on.
What did
I
you
got
get?
Macer Eye Scan. Oh, I can't do this secret tech.
How would you feel if I did it in your honor?
No, the point is the risk reward. You can't do the risk reward if you're ahead. There's.
What do you think, boy? In his honor?
Pardon, sorry, what do you...
Okay,
don't throw your lead for it. I don't want a run gifted to me, but you throw it.
There's
There's
the
hardest
a
fight in
Star
all of Shade
unique
Pulse.
route in one of the upcoming floors that if you get invisible works, and it needs to go above average for it to save time, and if it goes below average, your time melts away.
It loses like 2 minutes.
It's the perfect example of saves one.
It's world record strats.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's at marathon. But because this is
Just
a
get
race,
a record, bro.
because this is a race, I knew that if I was behind at that point,
It's the save.
I would risk it.
Risk 40 seconds to save 10 scenario that every speedrunner has to go through.
Except it's like risk 2 minutes to save 30.
I kind of want to do it.
If you do it and it doesn't go well, I'm not letting you live it down because I told you no. It is absolutely, in a race format, in a race marathon format, it is absolutely the play that you make.
Considering you're both racing each other, you're way too nice to each other.
But you can only do it.
To be fair, we do need to have a communal family relationship with the rest of our lives.
You can only do it with Invisible. Look,
as much as he is a little rat to me, he is kind of nice to hang about with.
Yo, same with
Nice.
Mitako.
Where is Mitako? I hope he's getting lots of sleepy for his SMT later.
We are competitive enough that we want to win, but we don't want it gifted. We don't want this unfair. This is a race. It's not. Someone can win if the other person. 2 seconds. I'm actually retrying this.
Yeah, I hate that.
hate
Honestly,
that.
I would retry that spot. That's
Got
better.
it. Got it. Got it.
So, fortunately, this is another. Funny enough, it's
I didn't mace her eye.
2-3 and 3-3 are both stages you can just run through, but you don't need invisible for this one because all the pieces are just kind of here. But it's almost like walking down a menacing hallway of danger.
That's a mistake.
You're just gonna hold it. Just free energy, bro.
Dodges.
Just free energy. It's a good move. Although it does have this weird like blank spot at the at like point blank range because I think in this game it's more of like a circle, isn't it, rather than a bar.
It's a sphere. They changed it in Duodecim.
It became the bar
has
afterwards, I'm pretty sure.
the way it was quote unquote balanced in this game because it's such a good move was there's like a maximum range on it obviously, but there's also a minimum range. If you're too close to your opponent, it won't work. In Duodecim, they just cut away the far range and just made it point blank. So it's a buff and a nerf depending on the situation.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, can you choke?
Yeah, let me just...
Yo, press free energy on that guy. Pretend it's your KSG.
I got the, like... I landed and couldn't dash. You know that thing where you land and the game just doesn't let you dash for a while?
Yo, do it again. Do it again on your night. Get my boy.
Woohoo!
Ah, that's my boy. Come on. He got me something.
Oh yeah, we have Onion Knight. I don't know if we
Onion
can do
Knight.
anything about that. Star came in to this game as an Onion Knight player and I couldn't help but be like, I remember these plushies, man.
So, the strat is, do you see how there's like a outside path and an inside path here if you cut down that middle bar on Mizzow's map? You dog. There's...
He's so angry with me right now.
I hate this. Get Delta, like, I told you, so now I hope it goes wrong. Because I told you not to. Get Delta attack. The next fight that Mizzou's going to do has a summon where if you go above a certain bravery threshold, she halves your bravery and then halves your initial bravery and halves the bravery damage you do. And she effectively just becomes immortal at that point. Like, you need to hit her with like 6 different HP attacks and she has very complicated DI. She's like mid-level 60s. I think it's like actually the highest level piece in all of Shade Impulse.
I'm not ready for the fire.
So what happens is you need to land the correct amount of hits to break her, like right before your HP attack, so that she doesn't have time to get the summon off. If you no, okay, I don't think you get it. That's your fault. That's your fault.
Nah, this is fine.
I'll just be good at the video game.
Yeah.
Just
Does it make you feel any better?
Just be professional at the video game.
You have a hit confirm, so it's fine. You got this. That's like the one thing you need in this game is hit confirms.
But now that's happening.
It's
If I had
fine.
invis right now, I would be doing it. The issue is that we don't want to do the piece below Onion Knight. And if we go into combat with the Garland, we're chain with it. So we need Invisible for pulling Garland.
pretty nice.
You got the EX.
He went back. He went down for
up
the
in the
bell.
previous
So
fight.
How long did your previous fight take?
Garland. No,
Garland.
Garland just auto spawns at the start. I just went and collected it because I had he was like up
hope
the
this
top
hit.
and I had to work my way up.
Thank God.
Yeah, so we're over an hour right now. This is a what's record right now? 106, 50, 40, no, 106, 49?
106, 49.
So it's fair to say that nobody's going to be getting any world records on stage today.
You never know. There's a few runs left.
Oh no, sorry. I meant out of us.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
No.
I don't know, maybe Shin Megami Tensei? Taco's
Tutorial.
first ever run?
I mean, he'll get a Matako world record.
He is the most
He has a
Taco
lot
man out
of
there.
He has a lot of them. Love you, Taco. You're gonna watch this back. I know it.
Love you, Taco.
I hope you get good sleepies.
I hope he's having a little snooze. I hope he's going big.
Bless him, and they've been putting in hours this event. Just do a little blockies and woohoo!
God, I remember the grinding. Such a strange mechanic.
Yeah, if you kind of just hold back at the start, his way of getting to you is just, I'm just going to grind rail down, bro.
My fight has some things going on. This guy has auto EX, and he has a Phoenix down, which means that no matter what, he lives on 1 HP the first time. He has a second chance, so to speak.
He's also doing what we call
losing.
a kicking your bum.
Yeah, this is a fairly difficult fight, all things considered.
He has one move, but
go.
he has such stacked offense. All things considered, I've had significantly worse fights than that.
Yo, can you get scanner and I get jump?
That would make the diff. That would make the diff. You know what's going to happen right now, right?
If you get jump.
You know he's going to be so
If you
hyped.
get jump, man.
It's fair to say that if there's a 33% chance right now that I will be requesting a seat on the plane very far away from him.
I have the tickets. You think you're getting on the plane if you get jump?
Tickets.
You can jump home.
Why did you do that?
I don't get to go home.
Okay.
Anyway!
What, man? You got perfect RNG.
I cannot.
A marathon.
I cannot.
You got
stress.
Invis makes a jump. You're a troll. You're a troll. You're a troll.
I feel in danger right now.
Honestly, I'm not even mad that you got perfect RNG. I'm mad that you threw a perfect RNG run and didn't get record.
We've been doing a lot of commentary.
Play better.
To be fair, that is what we call a skill issue, I guess.
That's unfortunate.
I think that's the first time we've ever seen that.
With this route, yes.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
You need to hold back, remember. Like, wait,
I've never seen him do
go.
that.
Yeah, if you walk forward, he just jumps.
Sure, I'll take you on.
That'll do.
That'll do, donkey.
Will it do? That'll do.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That'll do. That's speedrunning.
If Leo's in chat right now, he's probably screaming a lot of French words.
If Leo's in chat right now, he was probably screaming a lot of French words when you fought Garland Ultimisha in 3-4. He's never seen that before. He doesn't know of its existence.
Oh god, right.
Yeah, this route is secret knowledge. This is the first time this route has been shown to the public, unless you like sit in my stream like a weird little goblin.
Secret knowledge is not a good way to put it. It was untested knowledge.
Yeah, Ultimisha was some cooking.
It was... Can I stop trolling myself?
The Garland piece is fine.
This is actually the fight, by the way, we're talking about, like, getting those little bit of, like, extra experience along the way. That Sephiroth piece,
You did all right.
if you're one level lower, you can't just one-shot.
Give me jump.
Although, to be fair, I can't one-shot him because I'm just bad at free energy.
Give me jump. Give me jump. Give me jump.
Ooh.
I got it. So
I did your route and you did my route.
If Mizzou is terrible at the final boss of this video game,
How you're on Shade Impulse 4? How many more Shade Impulses are there?
this is it. This
Is
isn't.
it? Oh, this is it.
I have the final boss left. That,
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah,
So you're about to hit split.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can I?
No. It's 45 seconds for chaos, even on perfection. You can 107. I would note that, like, on this pace with perfect end boss, Miz is like within a minute of world record. I think he might actually beat my PB.
Here we go. Good luck.
There's a fight in the middle here, but we have jump, which we can jump over it. And then that piece on the right is the final boss. A mob
get
that
to do
you
the
have
silent noise
not
here.
seen before.
Whee. Right then. Yeah. So the guy who brought us here to this world.
So I am going to go quiet for a minute.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Wow, you're like 20 seconds off. That's dead. That's one.
Down. This is a 3-stage fight, so we need
Yeah.
to get through this 3 times.
And the previous item we talked about with doubling our bravery applied on all 3 stages, even though it breaks after combat. Hold. World record just passed.
Yeah. It's going to be a 107. It's going to be a low 107.
Be a low. It's going to beat my PB. That's game. Time.
So 107.11.
That is a...
Oh, I think it's the same button for you. Can I get a confirm on that?
107.11. Screw the button.
That was 22 seconds over PB.
World record. Jeez, dude. That's pretty good.
That was better luck than world record. I hear technical in my ear.
You can, yeah, he can call his time.
Okay, 107.11. Wait, I can call my time by pressing a button?
Thank you.
No worries. No worries. Excellent work. Good luck, Star.
Literally all I have now is that fight as well. There goes my PB.
The war of the gods.
Which, considering I did a reset and then didn't get... What am I doing?
You need to be targeting.
You target the mob that you want to jump over.
Be gone,
You know the rules, guys. Don't troll. If he does the line attack, I'm furious.
Good cat.
Oh, I almost trolled that.
Good.
That gets me every time in practice.
Yeah,
every time that one attack gets me in practice. Because for everything else you move backwards, but for that you need to dodge in.
Has come to an end.
I swear he does it again. What?
Yes. So you can just flip.
Hello? Okay, so we're going to need to do some things on the fly now because we no longer have first strike, which means that we're not critting as much.
Don't worry.
Bad things are about to happen to me.
Your dodge.
Besides, I'm always right here. We're not vanishing. We're returning.
Tech, can we delete the VOD?
We're supposed to be.
Technical, my controller's not working?
Perhaps we can go on a mission together again.
I'm now throwing because we have a donation where I give 5 minutes per minute behind. That
I
kills.
was going to say, I was going to mention that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to mention that until you were done.
Nah, feel
He's
free.
doing it for charity.
Yeah. This is for the kids. This is for the
Throwing for charity.
If you won 11,
Thank you.
we make inward.
And take care.
No pressure.
kids. Don't say that.
When you're having the most fun, that's when time always flies.
It's
Huh?
mine to pass on.
Oh,
This
I'm a god.
gain from everyone.
Star's learning things in the
I
game
am
right
a
now
god.
that we already knew, apparently.
No, that Tempest was crazy.
Yeah, you can do that. You
Yeah,
can-
I know you can do it, but like actually predicting it is
Any Utter Chaos gamers?
no. I pressed the wrong button. Right?
This isn't the end.
So that broke on the last hit.
Dream is waiting to begin.
Yeah.
Woo!
Time!
Time!
1:10:47.
That is
3 minutes over, so a total of 15 on the extra of 25.
yeah.
So Star, you owe $40.
I paid the 25.
Right, you pay. Okay, you paid the 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I owe
So just 15 more. Yeah.
$50.
Okay, but like, that's still what? A solid third?
Third of Emerald Chaos.
If everyone else in the venue could clap quickly.
All
Thank
two
you.
of you.
There are loads of people who are on the
they're
other side of the bloody
They're all
background.
practicing RNG manipulations in FF7.
Yeah. No, excellent work. No, this Dissidia is a really, really cool game and a really cool little sub-series that, like, even if it doesn't come back like this, it'd be great. It'd just be great to see it again. Like, you know, either if they wanted to do like an Arxis style, like, you know, actual fighting game, that'd be awesome. or like, you know. But I think the dream for me for Dissidia to come back, because I mean, Opera Omni is now shutting down as well. So
yeah,
with Duodecim and this being older and on the PSP and NT having kind of come to the end of its overall. I mean, the arcade closed in Japan as well, and that's kind of like they've stopped running those. Dissidia is kind of like in this stasis, and I think to kind of bring back the 1v1 kind of RPG of these older games with this kind of content, and this like the storyboarding and like the dungeon stuff, and then having like a the competitive side of it being 1, 2, 3 player potential kind of thing. It's a great sub-series, and I really want it to just keep on. Cause I really love the Brave HP system. I think that's great.
I think it's one of those games that, especially for any fast-paced fighting game enthusiasts out there, on a PvP level, once you've actually leveled all of your characters, got all of the abilities in the game, it's one of the fastest paced fighting games.
I mean, especially for an arena fighter, I should clarify, because
yes,
arena fighters generally are a bit different in. No more music for us.
Sometimes bad things happen to VODs.
Pardon, sorry?
Sometimes bad things happen to VODs.
They're fine.
It's fine.
It's too late now.
Unfortunate. It's okay. Wait, you're the one with audio, so
He's trolling.
It's fine. It's fine. Watch it on that screen.
No, it's one of those games. It's a little tricky to get a hold of these days. So please procure your video games legally. But if NT wasn't your fancy, because as I've also played it a fair bit.
Don't worry. We've had the conversation.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, if you want something that's more 1v1 and fast paced, or just want to enjoy, I heard a ding. That was a ding. That was you probably.
Staratur. Hi Star. Thank you so much for the $15 donation.
Hi bye.
With a simple comment: skill issue. Flip harder, and don't troll chaos. Thank you very much for the extra 15 and staying true to your word. An excellent race there from the pair of you. How do you feel?
That went amazingly. As much as we would have liked for both of us to get the same RNG. 20 seconds off of record. That is an improvement of UKSG. We did 1:10:59. So it's faster than that. Yeah, so...
Who lost that one?
It was not a race. It was commentated.
Single.
UKSG does not have race setup available. They only go off of one.
Unironically, as much as it's really good to watch this game as a race, and is it fair to call them a partner of ESA? UKSG? Like a partner?
Yeah. We're getting it from yes.
Plank said yes, so we can say yes.
So which is actually based in our home city of Glasgow. There's a Dissidia run there with a slightly older route, but it was me running it and Star doing, and to quote someone else, beautiful commentary.
To be fair, I think the host called me beautiful.
Perchance.
They did like the commentary, but apparently I'm.
So if you want a version of this run that is just, I want to learn about the run, that might be a good run to look up.
There's a
Star's voice for an hour 10 just will put you to sleep.
Hold on.
I was going to say, is that a compliment?
As a good deep dive on everything happening in the run and Dissidia Final Fantasy in general. It is. Thank you.
Make sure to check it out.
It's a good watch, and you can see things that have been amended. It is the new fights, so the route that I ran, not Mizzow cutting corners. But there are different menus going on that have since been rerouted.
Excellent. Thank you so much indeed. Do you want any final things to say, or are we good to move on to our next game? You guys came 20 minutes under estimate, so
we submitted.
That says 1:30.
When we submit estimates, I think we did 1:15. This is a good buffer, and it's for incentives.
Yeah.
I believe this estimate was made under the tense of additional content being met.
Right, okay.
Unfortunately, I don't think we've done that, though.
But
no, it's fine.
That's fine.
But that's fine.
We have a very cram schedule today, and it was set high on the understanding.
And let me tell you right now, we are going to be here all day, and we are going to be hounding you at home for these kids.
Any shout-outs to people? Chat, everybody donating money. Thank you all so much.
We didn't see you, but thank you.
Yes, we didn't have chat up the entire run, so anybody that's been writing anything...
It's his fault. He stole the chat screen.
That's real. The screen that I'm playing on is chat. But we did say that we play RPS for left, and we didn't.
You can definitely watch the VOD back and catch the chat that way.
Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you for thank you to Tech for having 2 setups going at the same time.
Thank you to... Oh, okay, so individual setups. Thank you to Boy for hosting.
Absolutely.
Thank you for actually being one of the few players that played Dissidia, because it's nice to have that third-person knowledge on here.
It may have been a bit rusty.
It's a complicated game to fit into an hour and get everything done.
Yeah.
Thank you to Edino and gang at ESA for the invite, because this is our... We'll be in the crowd, but we're kind of done for this event. So thank you to everybody. Thank you to Goosebert for terrorizing Tackle for a week straight. I love him.
I love Goosebert.
Thank you to Tech for being extremely easy and accommodating. There's an awful lot of behind the scenes work that happens in every single event that I don't think is appreciated until you stand with them and see the amount of just raw nonsense that they have to deal with to get everything working.
Events are a lot of
yes.
I mean, you see a lovely stage, but there's a lot going on around us in that way.
Thank you to Planks for bringing us food every day. We would starve without him.
Yes.
He's sitting here.
And for taking us home after FF9. But we could be here literally all day thanking every single individual. It's time to play some more video games and make some more money for charity.
Indeed. What is next is going to be Carcinogen SDA running Parasite Eve.
Right, so what camera? Go nowhere. I'm watching you.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll
see you in just a bit.
And I will see you.
Cheers.